Hey everybody, that's right, you read it. I am going to send in an order to PSA right now. It's probably going to be my last order to them for a while. Alright, I am going to send in 13 cards right now to PSA. It's early 2021, so I haven't done a submission on their website since last year. But these are all from my personal childhood collection. I got some football, some basketball, all 80s and a few 90s. I've got two separate orders because I have two vouchers. I had a card returned on my first order, so I got one voucher back. And then I also have the voucher from when I had the big issue with my Allen Iverson card, which I'll put a link to that at the end. If you haven't seen it, you gotta watch it. But they gave me a voucher, so that's gonna cover some of these, and I'm gonna send these out. I just missed the deadline on Monday was when they increased the price. So I missed out on that, and I'm kind of bummed about that, but I'm just gonna get these going because I am looking into some other companies to do some submissions because I still have a ton of cards from my childhood collection that I'm trying to get out there. So I'm gonna first show you real quick which cards I got, and then I will do a quick walkthrough of doing the actual online submission in case you haven't done it either this year or ever. I'll do a quick walkthrough on the process. It's actually overall pretty easy, at least the last time I did it, so we'll see if anything has changed. But let's take a look at these cards real quick that I've got. Alright, let's run through these. One of the orders I've got at PSA right now is for 5 of the 86 Fleer stickers. So there are 5 of them that have been there for 6 months now, 5 months. I sent the Jordan in, which if you haven't seen it, here's the Jordan sticker. I did that with an Express, got an 8.5, and I was pretty happy with that. But I'm going to finish off this set, which is one of the reasons why I want to get these to PSA, because I definitely want this whole sticker set to be graded PSA. So I got the Adrian Dantley right here. Pretty nice. Alex English. Patrick Ewing. Here's Isaiah Thomas. This is the Dominique. If you saw the video of me cracking the case, this is the one I cracked. It had the wax stain on the back. Remove the wax. Watch my video on how to remove wax if you need to learn that. Just be careful. But I was able to get it off the back of all these stickers. Here's a cool Kobe Bryant Rookie Rage card. I'm gonna send that in. Had that for a long time. Another Kobe card. This one, I was a little worried for so many years. I thought that little white stuff on the very bottom was just something wrong with this card, but I noticed that it must be some kind of a print defect because I've seen 10s with the same marks. So something about that card. The only thing that I'm a little worried about is that right there. It's kind of scratched. I don't know if that's gonna just completely kill it or how that is, because other than that the card is actually in really good condition. You guys know me and my boy Allen Iverson. We go way back with my last order. You gotta watch. I'll put a link to that at the very end of this. If you haven't seen it, you gotta see what happened to my last Allen Iverson card. It's a whole series. You gotta watch it. Then I got a couple of these 86 Topps football cards. There's a Joe Montana. It's got some wear on the corners. You know, it's definitely it's not perfect, but that one's pretty good. Here's a Reggie White. Again, overall. I'm gonna send in 2 Steve Youngs. So this is his big rookie card. This one is not the better of the two. The corners are definitely, I know that I'm gonna get dinged for that. But overall it still is a nice card. This is the other one, which I think is a little bit better. This one has a little print mark right there, which sucks. But you know, hey, a lot of these cards are like that. Corners are a little bit worn. It's definitely off center a little bit. I mean, believe me, I'm not expecting I'm kind of hoping to get an 8, but we'll see. And then I've only got this one Jerry Rice card. First time I didn't send it in because I thought that this might be a problem because of the printing, but you know, I've noticed that I've seen 10s with that are perfect. I mean, I'm not expecting a 10 or a 9 probably, you know, but again, if I can get an 8, 8.5, that would be great. But it's in, physically, it's in really good condition. Just off center, of course, a little bit to left to right, mostly. Top to bottom's off a little bit as well. So again, I'm not expecting anything great, but this is it's a great card, even as an 8. So we'll see what happens. But those are the cards I'm going to send in right now. All right, so I'm here on the PSA website, and one thing I noticed right here in this kind of pink section, notice regarding incoming USPS shipments. You can see they're saying that there's a delay in Newport Beach at the UPS, or you know, USPS, and it's delaying things. It's taking longer to complete the delivery process and update the tracking information. Your package is safe and tracking will be updated. Basically just another way to delay these orders. Anyway, I hit submit up here on the top, the green button right here, this green button. We're going to hit start, and then I am going to start right here, new submission. And here we go, regular cards. Most of these are going to be regular cards unless you've got any supersized jumbo packs, anything. But going into the regular cards, I'm putting this in for grading. And no autograph authentication. I'm not doing any autographs here, but we're doing the first option there. Next. And then that brings you to the service level. So I am going to be using the first one, Value Modern. These are all modern cards, 10 card minimum. Maximum declared value $4.99, pricing $20 a card. You see all the other options here if you wanted to do it, you know, quicker. You got Express, Super Express, and so on and so forth. So Value Modern, clicking next. And then this is where you start putting in your card description, and this database is actually really good. So my first card is an Adrian Dantley sticker, so I'm just going to put 86 Fleer Adrian. It should populate, and there it is. This is number 3. Here it is, the Fleer 1986 Fleer sticker, number 3, Adrian Dantley. That's it. Over here, you can put minimum grade, like if you don't want to accept less than an 8, you can put that right there. And you'll see there's a question mark if you want to click that for more information. But basically, I'm not doing that. I'll let them give me what they think it's worth, and then maximum declared value, I'm putting the full $4.99. And then if you don't want qualifiers, you can put that there. So if it has any qualifiers, stain, off-center, or anything like that, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to click save. And then down here it shows quantity 1. My first card is in there. And then I'm just going to keep going through the process here. 1986 Alex English. Sticker right there, number 4. Fleer sticker, number 4, Alex English. That's it. Save. So I'm just going to keep going through these, and I'll bring the video back on once I have input all of these. And so I've got a voucher that for the whole debacle I had that once. They gave me a voucher, so I'm going to put that in here, put my credit card in for the rest, and then I'll be back in just a minute once I have input all of that. All right, and then after you have done all that and put in your payment information, you get to this page, and you have to click that you've read these terms and conditions, and then you'll see right here it says, note, your credit card will not be charged until the order is received and processed at PSA. So that's because if they find out that one of your cards is, valued at a lot more, they're probably going to contact you, pay more for return shipping. But I clicked that and I am good to go. So I'm going to click next. So you can see that my submission form has been successfully completed, and I am going to, it actually shows right here. I don't know if this was here before, but click here to start another submission, which I'm going to do because I have the voucher that is left over from my first order. So I'm going to do that and see what happens here. And it shows all of the directions here on what you need to do to arrange it, to package it, where to ship it. And it actually is pretty well explained, so it's not too hard to figure out. So it brought me over here. I'm going to do another order. Now I'm going to use my voucher. Okay, so I just submitted the second order. That was really easy. I've got the one Jerry Rice card, so I threw that in there because I had the voucher. So now just follow these directions. You'll print this out, and I will show you once I've printed everything out what you do at that point. Hey guys, I noticed something that is new. This is all kind of updated. I was trying to figure out, because they give you this ID label now to print out and to affix this on the outside of the box. They didn't have that before, at least the last time that I did a sub. So if you look right here, I didn't know which one to put on the outside. Then I was thinking about putting them both on it, but that didn't really make sense. It seemed like it would confuse them. So right here it shows, this now right here in the middle says hide unselected items, but it used to say add another, I believe it said add another submission. So I clicked that and it automatically came up because I did two separate orders because I had two different types of vouchers. And then it changed this. So I think that's really important. If you are doing multiple orders, when you go to click the ID label, make sure you see right here if you can include them all. If you do them separately and send them in separate packages, then that's fine. Do separate ID labels. But if you're doing multiple ones like I am, I'm putting them all in one. This is the one I needed to print out. So I think that's kind of important. All right, so when you're done with all of that, you're going to get a bunch of stuff to print out. So print all of that out. You're going to have a bunch of copies. Now, there's a PSA copy number 1, there is a PSA copy number 2, and then there is a item list, and then there is a customer copy. So obviously you take the customer copy, print all these out. On the front, you will see, first of all, it says total number of orders included in this package. I put 2 because I have the 2 orders from the 2 different vouchers, and then also the total number of collectibles included in this package. I have 13. I've got a 1 and a 12. So you do these separately. You got to do the 2 orders separately. So as you can see, once you've done all that, you've got both of your voucher or both of your submission forms filled out. Also, really important, if you don't forget to sign. Sign at the bottom where it says I have read and understand. There's a couple different pages that have that. Sign every one of them. But at least just make sure you sign where it says I have read to the terms and conditions. I don't know if it's a big delay, if it's a big problem if you don't. I've never missed it, but I know I've gotten emails and stuff from people who have. So just make sure you sign it. And then what you'll do is you take your cards, like this is the 1 card, the Jerry Rice. So you take 2 pieces of thick cardboard if you've got it, rubber band them together with the card kind of sandwiched in between them. And then I just take another rubber band and throw the submission form right on top. Here's the other one with all 12 cards. Got my submission form up here, and I have that voucher they gave me, so that's attached to this. 2 orders right here. I like to take a Sharpie and it's only because I've got 2 orders. I write the submission number here as well. That way I make sure when I put it in here, I don't mess it up. So those are both of those ready to go. But yeah, so after you've got those all ready, you get a package, a box together. One of the things they changed this year, so I use priority mail, use whatever you want. I like to do the, I add signature required, so somebody has to sign for it. You write whatever the highest service level is on the outside. I'm a little concerned about this because the Jerry Rice one says regular, even though I thought it was economy, but I'm just going by what it says on here. So it says regular. You write that. I write it on all four just to make sure. And then this is the new thing. They've got this new label, and that was what I was showing you. The little tracking number, this little identification number, you got to put that on here. And again, if you've got more than one order, make sure you do the one where you include them all together. And go back and look at that if you need to. It's really easy once you figure it out, but yeah, just make sure you've done that. And then I will throw some tissue down in here. I'm gonna lay these right on top and seal it up really well. Tape every corner all the way around. Make sure it's nice and well taped up, and ship it off. And I've got an online account for USPS, so I'll just go on there. I'll print out the label, drop it off, and I'll see this maybe next year. You know, it'll probably be a year before I see it, to be honest. But that's why I don't want to wait anymore. I'd rather just do it now and let's get it out there so I can get it back. But I hope that's helpful. I hope you like these cards. I mean, I got some cool cards here, so I hope I get a couple good grades. You know, I know they're older, so we'll see what happens. But thanks for watching, guys. And if you have any questions, comments, put them down below. And I will see you next time.